Hey guys, it's me, Orangienblue. And wait a minute! You can't expect me to be talking about a video game? I'm a guy. I'm supposed to be like throwing a football or something.
Sports games, also known as guys, please, I swear I'm cool. Look at this! Sports games can be dated all the way back to the beginning of gaming. The earliest example is Pong, being a visual representation of tennis. See that line? Yeah, that's you.
Oh, it's like I'm really there!
Moving from the arcade to console, we've got the Atari with loads of sports games, spanning from what, oh, that one makes sense. Once we finally graduate preschool, we move over to 8-bit gaming with the NES, where we saw the birth of some of Nintendo's greatest IPs like tennis, baseball, soccer, and volleyball trademark. Once you get past the screen without having a seizure, we're able to pick our own team. They don't have my favorite combination of letters, so I'll just go with frog. Now that I'm playing the game, well, it's soccer.
I thought it was golf.
Outside of the fact the ball sounds like a UFO, it plays exactly how I'd expect a sports game released on April 9th, 1985 to play. I tried out baseball, but I couldn't tell what the hell was going on, so I only played for like 3.5 minutes. Now, probably the most influential sports game on the NES has to be Techno Bowl. Now this is America's game. You get to pick from all the safest cities in the US, like Miami, LA, New York, Chicago, and of course you can't forget Password. I broke the game. Once I got into the game, I was prompted with a missile control program and some guy yelling at me in football, so I screamed and played golf instead. NES Open? Wait a minute. This is Mario Golf! No, it's just golf with Mario, and I have no idea what I'm doing wrong, so I'll just move on. Sports games really started to take their shape in the following generations of gaming. The Sega Genesis was known for their expansive sports library, and we saw that at the start of John Madden Football. Originally launching on the Apple II computer in 1989, and making its way to the Genesis in 1990 and the Super Nintendo in 1991, John Madden Football would be the start of something that would not come to a stop. EA. They make a majority of the major sports games on the market right now, and hold the exclusive rights to the NFL, NHL, FIFA, PGA, and NASCAR, with many more. I tried out one of the more recent Madden games, waiting for an hour and a half for it to download the 36 gigabytes it needed, and then attempt to play the game. I had no idea what I was doing, so I was just running in circles the entire time. Oh look, I won. The major problem I have with these games is how pointless each release is. Why release the same game every year with little to no changes? Like the gameplay is exactly the same every time. The rules of football have stayed the same for over 100 years. It's not like they're gonna change that much from playing Madden 12 to Madden 22. They're fundamentally the same game. But in the midst of all this, Nintendo made one of the biggest left turns in history and created one of the most impactful games of all time. They made a Mario Golf! In 1999, we got the release of Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Color. Golf and Mario. I can't think of a better combination. Now, if you want to get technical, then Mario's Tennis on the Virtual Boy was actually the first Mario sports game. But honestly, who cares? Following Mario Golf for the N64, we got a proper Mario Tennis also released for the N64. Then once the GameCube hit store shelves, we got a number of new Mario sports games. Soccer was introduced with Mario Strikers, as well as baseball with Superstar Baseball, and tennis and golf also made a comeback. These games are so fun. Unlike the more traditional sports games, these games have a lot more character and energy. Each character has their own moves, and there's so many more creative courses and options going on. Okay, here we go. I've got this in the bag. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. I can just try it again. This is the one. Here we go. You know what the problem is? I'm not playing this as Wario. I gotta make sure everything is lined up. Okay? Here we go. Just gotta adjust the corners. Gotta make sure all the fields correctly. Okay, here we go. I've got this one in the bag. I've gotta go with the one wedge. This is the one. Damn it! Okay, I just need to scope out the area again. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything here is looking good. That's golf! Fine, I'll take a look at Wii Sports. Wii Sports. Damn, what a good game to launch the console with. They've got golf. The first game on the list is tennis. And yeah, it's tennis. Baseball's a fun one, as in
You're out. You're out. You're out. 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 You're out. Single.
Hey, look, it's my Tendo profile.
Okay, bowling's a fun one. If you don't like bowling, then you don't exist. I tried playing this in real life one time, and it went pretty well. Okay, let's see what's next. Golf? You know, I'm an expert at golf, so I'm gonna do the shortcut route. You see, the trick here is to just go with the wind. Damn it! Well, at least now I'm closer, so it actually worked out in the end. This one's going. The last sport in this collection is boxing, where I just get to beat the piss out of this guy. Well, I guess Wii Sports selling 83 million units wasn't enough, because Nintendo released a sequel just 3 years later.
First, you'll need your Wii Remote Controller and Wii Motion Plus. Turn the Wii... Disconnecting the Wii Motion Plus accessory. First, slide the lock switch down.
The first and one of my favorite games on here is the sword fighting game. Nah, who am I kidding? They've got golf in this one too? Ping pong is also one of the new additions. It's quite fun, and I actually really enjoy this one a lot more than tennis and Wii Sports. There's also some oddball games in here, like canoeing. I never actually really liked the main racing mode. As a kid, I kinda just explored the lake in the tutorial, collecting all these ducks. Another one of these new games is Frisbee Dog. What an odd inclusion to add in. I was really bad at this game when I was younger, but I always played it because there was a dog in it. He always seems to get pissed off whenever I don't throw the frisbee directly to him. Like, it's right there! Just go get it! But yeah, overall, this mode kinda sucks, and oh my god, they have Frisbee Golf. This game sucks. Now, skipping over a few games because I don't feel like talking about them right now, we finally get to the final game in this collection. Air Sports. More specifically, the Island Flyover. Now this is cool. Being able to fly over the entire island is such a joy. It's so cool to be able to fly around all these different locations where you played other games like, oh my god, it's golf! I would also talk about the dogfighting mode, which is also a blast to play. But until I get rid of my copy of Yoshi's Story, no one's coming over here.
But wait, we're not done yet, because I've done something I never thought I would do.
I bought a Wii U. Wii Sports Club first launched in October of 2013 on the eShop and only had bowling and tennis, which could be bought separately for $10 each. Golf was later introduced that December, oh thank god! And we didn't get baseball or boxing until June of next year. Thankfully, we got a physical release just a month later, with all the games included. While on the surface it may just look like a normal graphical update from Wii Sports, but there was a bit more content added. The motion controls in this game were greatly improved, with the Wii Motion Plus and Wiimote. These had a lot more accuracy, similar to Wii Sports Resort. Bowling and tennis being relatively the same, only you can't waggle the Wiimote back and forth like you could in the original version.
Damn it!
Golf is where things start to get interesting. For starters, not only do you get all the stages from Wii Sports, but they also decided to throw in the holes from Wii Sports Resort, and on top of that, they made 9 new holes as well. This is the ultimate golf playing experience on the Wii U. I spoke too soon. Yeah, so a big selling point to this game was the integration of the gamepad. Line it up on the ground, and wow, it's like I'm really there. I mean, it works fine enough, but it doesn't really seem necessary. I always just end up kicking it. Now we move on to baseball. The batting section is almost identical to the Wii version. One main difference is that I noticed there's less frequent outs and home runs. In the original, it seemed like every damn ball was either a home run or an out. Then once we move over to the pitcher side, oh come on! So they decided to cram the gamepad in this one as well, where basically you line up the gamepad with the catcher and hit the A button to throw a ball. I just don't know how this is more accurate to baseball than swinging the Wiimote. Like, what? Now if they actually do hit the ball, then you get a chance to catch the ball with the gamepad. Now I do kinda like how they made it a bit more involved, but I don't know man, the gamepad is just not sitting well with me for this one. Now on to boxing. So, now you can't use the nunchuck like you would expect, you have to use 2 whole Wiimotes. And you better make sure they have the Wii Motion Plus accessory. Now the deal the option to play with one hand, this just feels wrong, man. I don't know. You know, there's still one more game to look at. Oh, Nintendo Switch Sports, releasing in April of 2022. It consisted of 3 returning sports and 3 new ones. Bowling and tennis returned from Wii Sports, and sword fighting was from Wii Sports Resort. The 3 new games are soccer, badminton, and volleyball. Wait a minute, where the hell is golf? So apparently golf was so complex of a game, it had to be delayed to fall of 2022.
Well, this is just unplayable.
First up is volleyball. This is probably my least favorite game in the bunch because not only do my shots never line up, it's just not fun at all. Then we go to the greatest Olympic sport, badminton. This one isn't too bad, but it makes me question why it's here. It's just so similar to tennis. I mean, it does have its differences, it just doesn't really have a point. Bowling? It's pretty hard to mess up bowling, but Clubhouse Games managed to do it somehow. Now, you would find me hard-pressed talking about one of the greatest games ever, that is, Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics, but I just find it odd how there's 2 different ways to play bowling on the Switch, and Clubhouse Games, and a Nintendo Switch Sports. It does control quite well on here, and they even have the specialty bowling section, which is quite nice. Now, soccer has to be one of my favorites on here, but it's just literally a carbon copy of Rocket League, so it's a lot of fun. But it's just Rocket League, man. Timbala, or sword fighting, is also a great one on here. It's fairly similar to the Wii Sports version, but now you can pick between 3 different swords. So the first one is just the basic one that does pretty much nothing. But then there's the twin swords where you can fight with 2 swords at once, and they can be charged up to do a spin attack. Then there's my favorite, which is this weird spiny looking one, where you can charge it up and do a bigger attack. The last sport in this collection is tennis, and it's tennis, what do I have to say? Except I can talk more about how stupid this game is. Why did they replace Mii's? Why is the majority of this game locked behind online mode? Why does playing with the Joy-Cons feel like I'm holding a box of toothpicks? Why are half the sports on here just hitting a ball over a net? Why does this game constantly have issues with updates? Why isn't golf included at launch? And then why did golf get delayed again to the winter? How can it be this hard to make golf? It's golf!
I still don't get it.